Love that a slap of the universe, a slap of the universe towards the ego. So I did a video a couple of days ago saying, "Oh, is the tide turning? Is it all about to change?" And that was based on the fact that I, for the first time in a while, my subscriber rate had stopped going down and had actually gone up a little bit. And I was like, "Oh, is this the end of the purge? We're finally going to see a turnaround. Have I shifted enough within myself for that to be reflected in the external?" And when I woke up this morning, the subscriber rate on both channels had gone down again. It's just amazing, isn't it? Amazing. So, what am I being shown? I'm being shown that there's something in me that still isn't ready for growth, that still isn't ready for expansion. There's still a part of me that's in fear. There's a part of me that fears what will come with expansion, with growth. And you know, the easy example is the YouTube channels, but it could easily be applied to all of life. Spiritual growth is incredibly scary, because in order to grow, parts of you need to die. Parts of you that have served you for a long time, that it feels like have kept you and have kept you safe for a long time, but are no longer keeping you safe. They're just holding you back. And for those parts of you to die or be integrated, they need to be loved and seen and felt. And that can be the scariest thing of all. So what part of me needs to be loved and seen and felt? Well, I don't know, because when I think about it, which is the problem, thinking will never get you anywhere, only feeling really in these matters. When I think about it, I feel like I've done it. I feel like there's no part of me that hasn't been felt and allowed to express and play out and be experienced. But obviously there is. There's obviously, I imagine, some inner child part of me that is still scared, that still doesn't trust, that still wants to stay small. Where are you? What do you want? But that's it. Speaking like that is the problem. Speaking harshly to oneself, speaking harshly to the inner child, criticizing the inner child, rather than, okay, what do you need? Opening up that constant dialogue, which I'm not doing. I'm still coming from a very heady place of understanding. I'm not open, I'm not feeling. I'm still looking for that next YouTube video that can grip me, that next YouTube video that can solve everything. And none of them can. None of them can grip me. And it's that wanting to be gripped by something that is the issue, rather than just allowing yourself to be in silence and be with the emotion. I'll speak to myself because that's really what I'm doing. That I'm avoiding. You know, I still notice, as much as I crave silence and love silence and try and create silence in my life, I then fill it with some noise, a YouTube video. Why? Why do I do that? Why can't I just be and feel? Well, it's because the feeling is painful. It's because I know that if I really do that, I'm going to feel an emotion that I've been avoiding. And it will look like tears and... But I also intellectually know that's exactly what I need to do. It's amazing. Like, I'll go to plant medicine ceremonies in order to feel to the level that I'm talking about. Yeah, it's all actually available to me right here, right now. You know, I can feel myself going when I am in silence. I can feel myself going into deep emotion and deep pain. So then I put a YouTube video on and avoid it all. when I know that's exactly what I need to do. I need to be with those parts of myself that I haven't yet felt. Yet I avoid it. And then that shows up in my external life. In the frustration, in the just in YouTube, in it not growing, and other areas. It's just amazing. Like, you can intellectually understand all this stuff, yet you still can't let yourself go. Amazing. And relative to humanity, I've gone there. I really have let myself go with the aid of plant medicines at first. And now I do a little bit more each day. Like, I notice that I am in silence more each day. As I accept that the YouTube videos don't fulfill me. Nothing fulfills me. And people make suggestions. I'm like, yeah, they're good videos. William Donahue on the Bible, great video. And what? A bit more knowledge. Oh, knowledge. The ego can hold on to that. Isn't that fantastic? I don't need knowledge. I need to feel. I need to be. I need to be able to be in the present moment and accept it all. Why am I still holding on? What am I still holding on to? There's nothing to hold on to. This reality is absurd. Why would I hold on to it? But something is still holding on. Something still wants to be trapped, because it's easier in many ways. Well, it's not easier, but it's what we're so used to and so conditioned into. To be trapped, to be small, to be in the cage that doesn't really have a key, but we believe it does, because it's all we've ever known. And to step out of that cage is to be hated, because we live in this world of conformity. We live in this world of unspoken contracts. I'll validate your insanity and your engagement if you validate mine. If you make my life of lives real, I'll make your life of lives real. And we're all living with these masks. We're all living these fake lives that we all acknowledge. And the minute someone takes that mask off and stops conforming and stops playing to the rules, you'll be hated. Because you're showing everyone else what they could do. But they're not ready to do it. So they'll just hate you. The Emperor's New Clothes is a great analogy for this. Can't remember the exact details, but everyone's there, conforming, tricking themselves that they can actually see his clothes, because everyone else can. So to be the one that says, the guy's naked, you're going to show to everyone else that they're living a lie. And then they have one of two options. They can carry on with that lie, or they can admit to themselves that they're lying and deluded. So which option does everyone take? Of course they take the projection and they take the hatred. But actually it's what stepping out of that is what will set you free, and allow a few others to potentially see that and be inspired by that and do the same for themselves. If I remember right, it was a little child, wasn't it? A little child that said, "He's butt naked." What you all talking about? It takes the freedom of the child and the expression of a child to call out all the indoctrinated adults. Interesting. Make of that what you will.